Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh was killed in Tehran early on July 31st, according to Iran's paramilitary Revolutionary Guard. Although no one immediately claimed responsibility for the assassination, experts say that Israel, which had vowed to kill Haniyeh and other Hamas leaders to avenge the October 7 attack, could be behind it. Who was Ismail Haniyeh? And whom could Israel target next? News 9 Plus decodes. As the chairman of the political bureau of Hamas, the Qatar-based Haniyeh was the tough-talking face of the Palestinian group's international diplomacy as war raged back in Gaza, where 3 of his sons were killed in an Israeli airstrike. But many diplomats saw beyond the rhetoric and perceived him as a moderate compared to the other hardline members of the Iran-backed group inside Gaza. How did Haniyeh gain prominence in Hamas? As a young man, Haniyeh was a student activist at the Islamic University in Gaza City. He joined Hamas when it was created in the First Palestinian Intifada in 1987. In the late 1980s, Haniyeh was involved with Hamas's radical operations and got arrested several times by the Israelis. After he was released from jail in 1992, Israel exiled him along with other Hamas leaders to southern Lebanon. A year later, he had returned to Gaza. Within a few years, he had made a meteoric rise after being chosen head of the office of the movement's spiritual leader Sheikh Yassin in 1997. In 2006, when the Palestinian Authority held elections, Haniyeh was the parliamentary leader of Hamas and became the Prime Minister of the State of Palestine. How did he fall out with the top Hamas leadership? In 2007, when tensions grew between President Mahmoud Abbas's party Fatah and Hamas, Abbas dissolved the Hamas government. Haniyeh refused to accept this decision and continued to rule from Gaza, while Fatah ran the authority in the West Bank. Haniyeh stepped down as the Hamas leader in Gaza in 2017, paving the way for Yahya Sinwar's rise. In the same year, Haniyeh was appointed the chairman of Hamas's political bureau. Who is Yahya Sinwar? In 2017, Haniyeh was succeeded by Yahya Sinwar. Sinwar is a hardliner who spent more than 2 decades in Israeli prisons. Sinwar was released in 2011 as part of a prisoner swap deal when Israel freed 1,027 Palestinian prisoners in exchange for 1 soldier. How did Israel kill Haniyeh's family members? 3 of Haniyeh's sons and 4 grandchildren were killed on April the 10th, when an Israeli airstrike struck the car that they were driving, Hamas had stated. Haniyeh had denied Israeli assertions that his sons were fighters for the group. Who could Israel target next? Israel regards the entire Hamas leadership as terrorists and has accused Sinwar, Haniyeh, Khaled Meshaal, the Hamas leader in exile, and others of continuing to pull the strings of the Hamas terror machine.